Welcome to Wallace on Wire. Today, we're talking about something that's really got people talking in Parliament and, well, everywhere else recently. It's this proposal from Mumtaz MD Nawi, the Member of Parliament for Tompat from Parti Islam Si Malaysia, or PAS. She's suggesting adding Jawi script names to the new MyKad.
That's right, the national identity card.
Yeah.
And not just the physical card, but also into the upcoming national digital identity system, the MyDigitalID.
Exactly. So what's really driving this? What's the core idea behind her recommendation?
Well, fundamentally, Mumtaz MD Nawi sees Jawi as the original Malay script. She views it as a really important piece of cultural heritage, something with value that goes, way beyond just feelings or sentiment.
Okay.
And she feels that now is the right time, the perfect moment, really, to embed it into our national identity, make it visible on the MyKad, integrate it into the MyDigitalID framework.
And this MyDigitalID, just to remind everyone, is that new system for accessing government services digitally, right?
Precisely. It's meant to streamline things online, boost digital transactions. Making Jawi part of that is quite significant. She also strongly emphasized this idea that the Jawi script holds the, quote, true meaning of a person's name.
The true meaning. What does that imply?
It suggests, I think, a deeper cultural or perhaps spiritual significance that she feels should be officially recognized in our national documents. There's also an international angle she brought up.
Oh.
Yes, she suggested that using Jawi could actually improve Malaysia's standing, particularly with Arab nations. Because their official scripts are similar, she argued, this move would earn Malaysia more respect internationally.
Interesting. So culture, meaning, diplomacy,
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah, something quite practical, actually. She pointed out that the way Jawi is written right now can be inconsistent, on merit certificates or religious school papers, even just handwritten forms. The spelling might vary.
Ah, I see. So standardization.
Exactly. Her proposal argues that having a single official government record for Jawi names would fix these inconsistencies, create uniformity.
Makes sense from a bureaucratic point of view.
And she even pointed to Singapore, noting that they allow citizens to use Jawi script on their identity cards.
So using that as a sort of precedent, perhaps.
It seems like it. To show it's feasible, and in her view, a positive step.
Okay, so the proposal touches on culture, national image, even practical standardization. But, thinking about the timing and the push, do you sense there might be, deeper layers to this? Underlying intentions, maybe?
Absolutely. I mean, the surface arguments about culture and image are clear, right? But her focus on standardizing Jawi in official documents, that feels quite significant.
How so?
Well, it's not just a casual suggestion, is it? It seems to reflect maybe a stronger desire for this specific cultural symbol, Jawi, to have more official weight, more visibility, more standardization, right at the governmental level.
So moving beyond just preserving it.
Yes. It feels like a push towards what you might call cultural institutionalization, making it part of the system.
It's clearly not just a simple administrative change.
Yeah.
And naturally, in a country like Malaysia, a proposal like this wouldn't just happen quietly. What was the reaction? I bet people had strong opinions.
Oh, definitely. The public reaction was immediate and quite vocal. Lots of people sharing their views very openly.
I can imagine.
And one of the first things that came up, maybe unsurprisingly in our context, was about fairness.
Right, the question of other scripts. If Jawi goes on the MyKad,
Then what about Chinese script? What about Tamil script? Shouldn't they be included too?
that argument for equality seems pretty central in a multicultural nation.
Exactly. It really highlights this broad public expectation about how national identity should look. There's a strong feeling that if the goal is to, enrich national identity, then the other major languages and scripts need equal consideration, equal representation.
It's about inclusivity, isn't it? Making sure the MyKad reflects everyone.
Precisely. It touches on fundamental principles for a diverse society like ours. If you add one cultural symbol, you need to think about the others, or risk making some groups feel excluded.
But it wasn't just about adding other scripts, was it? I saw a lot of comments saying this whole discussion was, missing the point.
Yes, that was another major theme. A feeling that lawmakers should be focused elsewhere.
On more practical things, like the economy, cost of living.
Absolutely. There was a lot of frustration expressed. Comments like, can't they talk about something more constructive? Or, what about ideas to actually improve people's lives?
Some were quite blunt, calling it a waste of public resources or unproductive.
Those comments really tap into a significant vein of public sentiment right now. People are feeling the pinch economically, the rising cost of goods, budget pressures. They want to see the government tackling those issues head on.
So proposals like this can feel like a distraction.
That's exactly how many seem to see it. You saw comments saying things like, they should focus on constructive things, things that generate income, or even suggesting politicians are incapable of managing the economy, so they do useless things.
Wow. And that idea that MPs are too free?
Yes. Or constantly thinking of trivial things to discuss. That came up quite a bit.
That phrase, too free, really seemed to strike a chord.
It really did. It underscores this deep public weariness with issues they see as non-essential or, like you said, distractions. They want their tax ringgit and parliamentary time spent on bread-and-butter issues affecting their daily lives. Practical solutions over symbolic debates, especially now.
And does that feeling that MPs are too free or discussing trivial things also connect to a broader worry? Maybe a fear that these debates are actually holding the country back.
I think so. You saw that reflected in comments suggesting these discussions are backward-looking or stopping progress.
So it's not necessarily anti-culture, but more about priorities.
Exactly. The argument often isn't against preserving heritage itself, it's about where and how. Many people feel the right place is museums, education, community efforts, not necessarily making it mandatory on a core ID document.
Which brings up that core tension, doesn't it? Balancing cultural preservation with practicality, with moving forward.
Precisely, especially in a multi-ethnic nation.
Mm.
How do you balance these things without diverting focus from urgent national needs? It becomes a question of resource allocation, setting priorities. Are we using our time and energy effectively for everyone's benefit?
People worry these debates just consume time that could be spent on economic reform or improving services, things that impact everyone.
Yes. Is it a step forward or maybe a step sideways, given everything else on the table? That's the underlying question for many.
So considering the proposal itself, the reasoning behind it, and these really strong public reactions, what stands out most to you? What does this whole debate tell us about Malaysia today?
For me, it really throws a spotlight on this fundamental question about our identity in the 21st century. It makes us confront how we represent ourselves to the world and, importantly, to each other.
A mirror to ourselves, in a way.
In a way, yes. You have the genuine desire to preserve and elevate a script with deep historical roots in Malay culture. That's valid. But you also have the equally valid expectations from a diverse population wanting inclusive representation, wanting the government focused on improving their daily lives, tangible things.
It's that tension again.
It is. And it's not just about Jawi, is it? It reflects these ongoing national conversations about priorities, about limited resources, about what Malaysian truly means in a way that includes everyone.
Does identity come from specific cultural symbols? Or a broader mosaic? Or maybe shared goals like progress and well-being?
These are the big questions it forces us to grapple with. It challenges how we define unity and progress for all.
You're right. It's much bigger than just a script on a card. It really is a snapshot of our national dialogue on identity, on where we're headed. And whatever the outcome of this specific proposal, maybe the discussion itself is valuable. It gives us all a chance to think about what kind of Malaysia we want to build. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this.